Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Parity Breaker, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the frozen fever cube. So I had posted a short saying that I would show a tutorial on this, which is a long time ago, and I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to solve a frozen fever cube. So the frozen fever cube is quite easy only because it is based on a 3x3 Rubik's cube. We'll be solving this Rubik's cube in the beginner method because it is much easier. After you learn how to solve this with the beginner method, then you can use whichever method you're comfortable with, JPM or whichever you like. But first, for understanding on how to orient the corners according to the pictures, and the last layer is a little bit different because of the stickers, your technique needs a little bit change in the last layer. And also when you make the cross, the white cross or whichever cross you want to make, but this first layer cross, that time you need to give more concentration for the first cross because it's pictures and the corner, if the centers rotate, it does not align with the edges. So you need to you have to rotate the centers in a manner where it aligns with the edges properly. So that is how we have to solve it. We're going to be doing the beginner method to solve the frozen cube. It's going to be the same way, only the last layer is going to be a little bit different, but it's just going to be the same. So before you could start solving, we need to know what are the pictures of all the 6 sides, and we have to keep one of the picture as your white, and we have to make sure that the picture is having like a big picture on the small cubes. Like on each cube it should be having a big picture so that it's easy to identify and orient the edges. So that's why I have chosen one picture as my white, and the opposite is going to become the yellow, which is also having big pictures. So let me show you. This is going to be your white. Okay, this is going to be your white. Sorry for the focus. I think so it's better now. Okay, so this is going to be your white, and the opposite of it is going to be a yellow. As you can see, I have taken a picture which is like quite big, and it has a big chunk of a picture on these small cubes. And as you can see, others all have very small details, like very small figures, so it's a little bit difficult to orient it, and plus they have too many similar colors. As you can see, it's completely blue and hardly you have a little bit of brown and orange over here. Apart from that, it's having all shades of blue, so it's a little bit difficult to identify. This also has a lot of shades of blue, and it's too much small compared to the other two. And here we have very small details. They have included all the 5 main characters, 5 characters, and they all are in a very small size, so it's a little difficult to orient this as well. And here you can see this is also easy, but it has a lot of white, so when you're orienting this, it also becomes very difficult. That is why I have chosen this as our white, because it's very easy to identify. There's green, there's blue, and it's not like too many similar colors, and we have big faces, so it's easy to identify the features, while the other pictures you can't identify the features very easily. You can identify them very easily. And this is going to be our white, means this is going to be our yellow. So this also has very big features and very big pictures on each cube. So I have chosen these 2 pictures. First, let me show you all the pictures. This is going to be a white. This is going to be one of your pictures. As you can see, there is all the 5 characters here. Here we only have Olaf eating the cake, and then later we have here Elsa, Anna, Olaf, and Sven, and here we have Anna, Elsa, and Olaf. So we have these pictures, and on the top we have Elsa with the big cake. So this is going to be our mental picture of the whole cubes and their pictures, and we're going to be solving it the way we solve the Rubik's cube. So I'll be using this as a reference so that it will be easy for you to solve it in a much more easy manner, and you won't find it difficult to orient the edges at that time. So let me scramble this and come back. As you can see, I have scrambled the frozen fever cube, and this is going to be our reference. So as you can see, I have made the white cross and it is oriented with its centers. As you can see, the color is oriented with the centers. The same way we're supposed to do over here, but here the rotating part, you have to rotate the center too in order to orient them. Let me show you. So first we need to find out where our white color center is. As we had decided that this is going to be our white color center, so first we need to find any of the edges. So I'm going to first find Elsa and Anna's face, which comes over here. Like both are like the Elsa and Anna face is going to come here. So we have to find that, and here I can see it is over here. So let me orient that in such a way. 1, 2. So you can see that they're aligned with each other, but as you can see, this is not aligned with the center. So this is when you solve this for the first time. When you solve this for the first time, you have to, it's going to be a trial error case over here, because you need to see which center does it go with. So you need to turn and then see. As you can see, yeah, it's aligned over here. So not only that you have to align it to this, you're supposed to align with this. So this is going to be like rotating. As you can see, it is like this. So you can see that it was not aligning with each other. I'm very sorry with the focus. So it was not aligned, so we had to push it away, turn, and then check. You can see that it is aligned. You can see the picture is joined correctly, and here we have joined this correctly too. Now we have to find the next edge. So let us find the edge which has Elsa's arms folded. So we can see it is over here. Let's bring it here. 1 minute. As you can see, now it is aligned over here, but when you look here, like you have aligned it here, but when you look at it, it's not arranged correctly with the center. So what we're supposed to do is bring this to the top layer, push it away, turn your center, and bring it back. Now it's aligned, and when you bring the edge down, it's aligned. So it aligns with both. This is what you're supposed to do. You can't just align it like how you would do it with colors, because here we have pictures and the pictures are different every time you turn the center. So you're supposed to align it. So the same way you're supposed to do with the other two. So here we see that Olaf should come over here, his face, which is over here. So bring it up, push it to the side, bring this down. So now we're supposed to align it. First, let's see. Okay, this is the picture over here, which is supposed to align with this corner. You can see that Sven's back is gonna come here. So let's rotate and see. No, it doesn't align. Yes, now it aligns. Push this down and bring the side up. So now we have oriented this as well. Now the last one we have is where Elsa is folding her hands over here, which is gonna come. So let's search for that. Here it is. Now this also we have to orient it correctly. Let's check. Does it fit well? No, it doesn't. Turn. Does it fit? Nope. Turn once again. Does it fit? Yes. Now bring it down. So now we have finished our white cross. So we have over here we had the white cross. Now we have done it even in the frozen cube, the white cross. Our next step is going to be orienting the corners in the right places, like how we would do, and we'll be done with the first layer. Same way we're supposed to do here. Now we have to try and find the correct I'm sorry about that. So as I was saying, now we're supposed to orient the corners in the right places. Now we're supposed to identify the corners. Now you can see that we do not have Elsa's, one of her eye is not here. So we need to find the edge which has her eye. So you can see that her the corner which has the eye is over here. So bring it here and then use the algorithm. Oops, sorry. Here it is. Now we are oriented it correctly. Next we need to do is Elsa's frock is Anna's frock is gonna come here. So we need to find a green color frock which is not having ice, the snowflakes. So let's find that. Yeah, it's over here. Bring it to the corner where it's supposed to go. Here it's gonna come, this one. This frock is gonna come here. Okay, I'm using the basic R prime U prime. So after we have finished the other two corners, now let's go for the next. So here we can see that Elsa's frock is gonna come here, which has snowflakes and it's green in color. So let's find the dress with, yeah, here it is over here. It's green with snowflakes and snowman. So we should bring it down here. R prime U prime, the same algorithm, and then we have finished it over here. Next, since we have finished all the right, now the last one we are gonna see at the corner over here is as you can see, Elsa's half eye is already over here, so the other half is gonna be on the cube. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult to find it because it's like a very small picture compared to the other corners. So now we have to find. So first we'll check, does this have the eye? No, it doesn't. Does this have the eye? Nope. Here this one has the eye, so bring it to the place that it's supposed to go. Okay, as you can see, it is very very small compared to the other pictures. So that's the only problem with this picture. So let's put it in its right place and here. So we have done with the first layer. The first layer is done. Now we're going to go to the second layer. As you can see in the second layer is done in this Rubik's cube. We have to orient the edges the same way I'm supposed to do it over here. Now let's see. Okay, in this edge, let me bring it closer. Okay, so you can see that Sven is over here, so his legs are gonna come here, and Elsa's frock is gonna come here. So we need to find either the frock or Sven's legs, any one of them. You can see that it's over here, so let's bring it out. We brought it out, and now we see that it does not belong to this picture. This frock belongs to this, so push it away, use the algorithm, and we put it inside. So we're done with this side. So next, let's go to the next one. As you can see, Olaf is over here. His leg, one side of his leg is gonna come here, and I think so Olaf, very small Olaf is gonna come here. So let's find that. We need to find Olaf's big leg, which is gonna come here. So let's see, it's over here. So let's bring it out. After bringing it out, it belongs to this picture, so we push it away, use the algorithm, and put it inside. Next, we're supposed to go for Elsa's face is gonna come here, and Anna's face is gonna come here, a very small face of Anna, which is over here itself. So push it away, use the algorithm. Now we have oriented all the other three edges. So we have the last one over here. So here we're going to have Olaf's face, a big chunk of it, and we're going to be having Sven's legs, I guess. I'm not sure, but I'm sure that there's going to be a face over here. So let's find Olaf's face. Here, Olaf's face is over here. So let's bring it. This does not belong to this picture. It belongs to this one. So we push it away, use the algorithm, and we push it back here. So we have finished our second layer. Now we have the last layer, which is the main reason for making the video. So I'm going to teach you an easy way to solve this, and it's much more easier to solve this than the last layer of the normal Rubik's cube. So let's go to the next step. So before we start solving the last layer with the edges and everything, first we're supposed to make all the edges face towards their corners, like how we do it in the last layer for the normal Rubik's cube. So now we have to see what are the pictures that orient with this center. So this picture belongs to the center, so this is correct. This one also fits with this. So now we have a line over here. So we use the normal algorithm, F R U R prime U prime F prime. Okay, so we have done it, and we have all the pictures. All these pictures belong to this center. It's not oriented correctly, but all of these belong to the same center. So now all we're supposed to do is first just use the normal R U R prime U R U2 R prime. Okay, so you see, did any of the pictures or align with the center? No, it didn't. So again do the same thing. Did it orient? Yes, over here we can see that these two have oriented correctly. So now bring this edge in the front. Okay, this should be in front of you. Now you do the same thing again. Have the other three oriented well? No, they're all still in the wrong places. Again, now we see that all of these are oriented correctly with the center. So since they're oriented correctly with the center, you have to just turn, and here you go. If these two are aligned, everything else will be aligned with the respective pictures. So now we have finished with that edge. This is all that is. It is very easy. So we have finished with that edge. Now we do the corners. As you can see it in the Rubik's cube, the corners are in their right places, but not turned correctly, but they're in their right respective places. So that's what we're supposed to do it now over here in the frozen cube. So let's do that. So let's see if any of the corners are fit with the same, with their respective places. So here we need to see that here we have frozen. So EN should come over here. Is it EN is over here? Nope. So is this oriented? Here we are supposed to have a cake in the corner. Is it over here? Nope. And over here we're supposed to have Elsa's dress, which is over here. Nope. Does this fit with this corner? Also does not fit with the any of the pictures. So none of these are in the right places. So let's do the algorithm and check. Yeah, we can see that the cake corner is in its place. So now we can keep this as the main corner, and then use the algorithm. All the algorithms I have written down in the description box, and also I have posted a PDF in the description box showing the algorithms and the method of how to solve a Rubik's cube. You can refer the algorithms in the description box. So now that I have done the algorithm, let's check. Nope. As you can see, for this picture there should be Elsa's green colored dress, which is not there. So again, do we have her dress here? Yes. So we have two corners which is in the right place, so automatically these two are in the right place too. So now we have to turn the corners to the right side, as you can see it over here in the cube. The same way supposed to do over here. They're oriented in the right place, but now they just need to be turned. So let's see. Let's do the algorithm. Okay, turn. It's fixed. Turn. It's fixed. Now turn it correctly, and now we have solved the entire cube. So this was a tutorial on how to solve a frozen cube. I hope you found this helpful and you could solve the cube in a much easier manner and not getting confused because of the pictures. So let me just show you all the pictures again. So this was the white, this was our yellow, and these were the pictures which were of the other colors. Okay, these are the pictures. So these are the pictures. So this was a tutorial on how to solve it, and I hope you liked it. It feels good that I'm posting videos again. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe, and share this video with your friends so that they can find it helpful too if they want to solve a frozen fever cube. I'll be posting more videos, and my next video is going to be on how to make designs in the Rubik's cube, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that as well. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel so that, and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video and you will not miss it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye guys.